You were not born to stay small. You were not meant for average. You don't need permission to dream big. And you don't need anyone to believe in you before you start believing in yourself. Most people stay small their whole lives, not because they lack talent, but because they lack courage. Courage to try, courage to fail, courage to chase something bigger. Let me ask you something. What's really stopping you from dreaming big? Is it fear? Is it failure? Or is it the comfort of playing small? Because here's the truth. Playing small feels safe until it starts suffocating you. Until your potential turns into regret. And your dreams become memories you never chased. So today, we're drawing a line in the sand. You can either stay small, or you can choose to dream big. But you can't do both. Let's talk about the mindset that keeps people small, and the shift you need to finally rise. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they settle too early. They get comfortable with average. Comfort becomes a cage, and that cage slowly becomes a coffin. In America, we praise stability. But sometimes, stability is just fear in disguise. Fear of taking risks. Fear of standing out. Fear of looking stupid. So people play it safe. They choose what's easy. They choose what's normal. They stop dreaming. You'll hear people say, "I'm just being realistic." But realistic is often just another word for scared. They fear rejection. They fear failure. So they stay where it's warm, where no one judges, where nothing changes. They wake up, go to work, come home, repeat. Same routine, same paycheck, same mindset, same dreams buried deep inside. It's not that they don't want more. It's that they've convinced themselves it's not possible. That big dreams are for other people, not for them. But here's the truth. The comfort zone is the most dangerous place to live because nothing great ever grows there. It feels safe until it isn't. It feels right until regret shows up. At some point, you have to ask yourself, am I alive or just existing? Am I building a life or surviving one? Comfort is silent. It doesn't scream. It whispers. And before you know it, your potential is gone. Dreaming big starts when you leave that zone. When you stop accepting average. When you stop settling for less than you're capable of. Every decision you make has a cost. And playing small isn't free. It costs you time. It costs you confidence. It costs you your future. You think staying quiet protects you. You think staying average is humble. But really, it's fear wrapped in excuses. When you play small, you shrink your life. You avoid challenges. You avoid pressure. You avoid growth. You don't speak up in meetings. You don't take the hard shot. You don't ask for more. You settle for less. And slowly, you begin to lose yourself. You lose your hunger. You lose your edge. You lose your identity. Look around. The world doesn't reward the quiet. It rewards the bold. It rewards the people who take up space, who take risks, who believe they deserve more. Staying small feels safe until you see someone doing what you could have done, until you watch others chase what you only dream about, until you realize you gave up your shot. And the worst part? You did it to yourself. You weren't born to play small. You weren't built to hide. You were made for more. But you have to choose it. You have to show up louder. You have to want more. You have to go after it, even when you're scared. Because if you don't, one day you'll look back and realize you stayed small in a world that needed your greatness. And that's a pain you never escape. Big dreams change how you walk through life. They pull you forward. They make you stretch. They give you something to live for. When you carry a big vision, you don't waste time on drama. You don't get stuck in fear. You stay focused. You move different. You become obsessed with growth. A big dream makes you uncomfortable. And that's good. It means you're expanding. It means you're alive. Most people stay stuck because they have no clear vision. They wake up, work, scroll, repeat. No fire. No purpose. Just survival. But the ones who win, they see something bigger. They see themselves building, leading, creating. They chase something no one else can see. Steve Jobs saw a computer in every home. Oprah saw herself on global stages. Elon saw Mars. And they didn't wait for permission. They built their future from belief. A big vision makes you dangerous. Because once you know where you're going, nothing can distract you. You stop playing small games. You stop needing approval. You start moving like someone who already made it. Big dreams aren't just about success. They're about meaning. They're about doing something with your life that actually matters. So ask yourself, what are you building? What vision keeps you awake at night? What dream scares you, but excites you? If your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. Dreaming big sounds exciting, but chasing big dreams is not easy. It demands everything from you. You'll lose friends. You'll feel lonely. You'll be misunderstood. People will call you crazy. That's the price. Because big dreams don't come cheap. They demand discipline. They demand patience. They demand long nights and early mornings. Everyone wants to dream, but few are willing to build. Few are willing to bleed for it. You must become obsessed with growth. You have to keep learning, keep failing, keep rising. You must train your mind, your emotions, your habits. Big dreamers don't wait for motivation. They move even when it hurts. They work even when no one claps. They keep going when nothing is working. You need thick skin. You need grit. You need relentless self-belief. Because the world won't hand it to you. You must take it. You must earn it. Day by day. Brick by brick. Most people stop when it gets hard. But not you. Not if you're serious. Dreaming big means taking full control of your choices, of your time, of your energy. You don't get to blame anymore. You don't get to wait for someone to fix it. You become the solution. So if you really want that dream, act like it. Sacrifice for it. Commit to it. Every single day. Because dreaming is free, but building it will cost your comfort. Most people don't dream big. Not because they can't, but because they're scared. They choose comfort over challenge. Familiarity over freedom. Security over success. It feels safer to stay small. No risks. No failures. No judgment. But here's the truth. Staying small has a price too. You trade your potential for peace. You trade your growth for routine. You trade your calling for comfort. And one day, you'll feel it. That voice in your head asking, what if I had tried? What if I had gone all in? What if I had believed in myself? Regret is the weight you carry when you shrink yourself in the world. When you keep your ideas hidden. When you silence your voice. When you bury your dreams. You might feel safe now, but years from now, you'll wish you had been brave. You'll wish you had taken that leap, started that business, moved to that city, spoken up, taken action, because the cost of staying small is the life you were meant to live. The truth is you're not avoiding pain by playing small. You're just trading short-term comfort for long-term suffering. You'll never know what you could have been if you keep playing it safe. So ask yourself today, do I want a life of excuses? Or a life of purpose? Because you can't have both. Most people settle. They convince themselves it's good enough. But you weren't born to settle. You weren't born to stay small. You were made to lead, to grow, to rise, to build something bigger than yourself. You get one shot at life, one chance to dream big. So don't waste it living small. Don't waste it doubting yourself. Your dreams are valid. Your vision matters. And your time is now. Dream big. Or stay small. The choice is yours. If this message hit you deep, then it was meant for you. You're not average. You're not ordinary. You're capable of more. But you have to choose it. Every single day. Every single step. Dream big. Take action. And never look back. If you're ready to grow, ready to rise, then join us. Subscribe now to Inner Charge Motivation and fuel your journey to greatness. We're just getting started.